Tableau Online is a secure, cloud-based solution to share, collaborate, and distribute visualizations and dashboards. Tableau Online is built on the Tableau server platform and provides ease of use, speed, availability, and security without having to manage physical infrastructure. Here I am, I'm logged into my secure Tableau Online site. You can see my various workbooks. I can secure those workbooks and add permissions. I can see views and data sources. And as an administrator, I can even go into the admin page to go and add users, see my site activity, manage my projects, etc. But with Tableau Online, I can easily come in and look at my various workbooks. Let's look on the finance one and click on the Tale of 100 Entrepreneurs. And now directly in my browser, I have a secure view on my data that I can easily go ahead and share with others with a simple email link or embed that in a portal. I can create my own perspectives on the data. I can just remember my changes and call this rocket ship. With Tableau Online, I can also export my data as an image, as a PDF. I can subscribe to this data and get an email delivered to me every day on a given schedule. And then I'll get an email with a picture of the view as it was rendered at that time, and that I can then link back to the server. One click and I'm subscribed. Not only that, I can also edit my data directly in the browser in a very secure fashion. So if I want to change this view and look at it by a different view, let's look at it by growth group, I can just drag and drop, bring that into the view, maybe look at a different visualization type. Let's see this as an area chart. And now we've created our changes, or I can just go and undo and make the changes that I want. Save that back to the server or save it as a brand new workbook. In this case, I'm just going to conclude and not save this view. So Tableau Online provides you with a secure view into all of your data, your workbooks, and your views that you can then share securely with others. Now, sharing this information is easy. I can look at a workbook that I've designed in Tableau Desktop. I can simply publish this to the server. Provide your credentials. We can go in and add additional permissions. Choose what you want to publish. In this case, I'll just choose the dashboard and say publish. Now we're sending the data and the metadata to the server. And now directly in the browser, we'll have a fully interactive view that we just published from Tableau Desktop. So we'll just say open in browser. And here's that exact same view that we had in Tableau Desktop, but now published securely to the web. I can publish workbooks, but I can also publish data sources. In this case, on this workbook, I have a data source called Google Analytics that is pulled in from Google Analytics. I can just publish that data source directly to the server. Again, we must provide our credentials. And now I'll just share that one data source to the server. Choose whether you want to refresh that extract on an incremental basis. We'll say daily, or choose a full refresh, and then publish. Now that that data source has been published to the server, I can reuse that in your workbooks. That provides me with centralized management of my data. I can just come in and connect, choose Tableau Server, provide your credentials, and now you'll see that new data source that we published. Now I can use that with a centrally managed view, and whenever that data source has been refreshed, it will also automatically refresh all of my other workbooks automatically. And there we have it, centralized data, managed on the server in Tableau Online, leveraged across my various workbooks. So you can easily publish your data, you can publish your workbooks, you can connect to your data, you can share your data. And you've seen it directly in the browser. We can easily look at this data in the browser, but I can also connect to this data on my mobile device. So now directly on the iPad, I can launch a Tableau app, provide my credentials and log in. And then we'll be presented with the list of workbooks that are available on the server. Here's the data source that we just published. We can render it directly on the iPad. It uses HTML5 and it's fast to render. But I can also, just like before, I can share, I can remember my changes, or on the upper right hand, I can press edit. And now directly on the iPad, I can edit securely my data on the go. So if I want to look at my medium on color, just drag that on color. And now you'll see our visualization pulling the data from Tableau Online. And we're able to see that data very quickly, very easily through Tableau Online. So in a few moments, what you saw was a complete end-to-end view of how you can share, collaborate, and distribute visualizations using Tableau Online, all using the security, speed, and the availability provided by Tableau Server. You can publish your visualizations, you can publish data extracts, you can refresh your extracts, you can analyze your data on the desktop, on the web, or on mobile, and you can even subscribe to reviews and be notified on a regular basis when those views get updated. All of that provided by Tableau Online without any need to manage physical infrastructure.